Today's Wednesday, December 6th of 2023, and I'm stressed because I've signed up for a marathon, and it's getting real. I have 5 months to train. I've signed up for the Big Sur International Marathon on April 28th of 2024, and I signed up through Team in Training. So basically they provide like training resources, and then you make a fundraising commitment to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of $2,500. And I'm committed. I'm here. I just signed up for the marathon, like officially, I think it was yesterday, the day before. I put in all my information. And now I'm watching YouTube videos on like what the Team in Training staff has to say. And everybody and their mother is like, yeah, in the Big Sur Marathon, you know, they have a hard 6-hour cutoff, which makes it really difficult. The course is super, super challenging. So I'm feeling nervous, and I'm feeling insecure and not very sure of myself if I can complete this marathon. And I am scared of not being able to complete it and doing all this fundraising. But with that being said, you know, I am just now starting my training, and if I really commit to it and pray that I do not become injured, even though I just got done recovering from an injury that I'm not completely sure is completely healed. If I don't have an injury, maybe I can do it, and it'll be one of the best things I've ever done in my life. So I want to document my journey because I have 5 months of training. So anyways, Team in Training provides a training plan, but it's very, very, very thorough and detailed, which is great, but I kind of wanted something more generalized that I can fall back on just in case I fall off track with the Team in Training one. So I found a 20-week marathon training plan for beginners off of Pinterest, and I have put the dates on every single day, and I'm technically starting next week, but I'm trying to run a couple miles here and there this week. I ran a couple miles a few days ago, and that went really well, and then I'm gonna run a couple miles today, and then next week I'll actually start my training. So I'm really excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm apprehensive, I feel unprepared, but I mean, I'm 5 months out, so of course I'm gonna feel unprepared, but I just wanna see the progress that I make over time, and this is a really big commitment to make. So this is my fundraising page for the Team in Training, and I currently have 33%. So that's super exciting. I'm working on my fundraising efforts and like what that means and what that looks like, and I have a whole bunch of ideas. I'm super grateful to be where I'm at with fundraising already and to see how many people support me. And that's why I also am so nervous, because so many people are contributing obviously to this cause and this foundation, which is amazing, but they're also in tandem like trying to support me in this marathon. So I just really want to succeed. I want to cross the finish line. That's my goal, is to at least reach my fundraising goal. If I could surpass it, that'd be amazing, and to cross the finish line. I don't have a set time that I want. I want to have no injuries. I want to have no injuries. I want to cross the finish line, and I want to fundraise all this money for this foundation, and it be one of the best moments of my life. Yeah, I'm looking forward to my run today. It's pretty hot out. It's December and it's hot. I think it's it's 76 degrees today, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm excited to start training next week, and Anthony's talking about maybe doing it with me. I know that he wants to try and be supportive of me and stuff, so we shall see. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm at. This is where the fundraising is at. I did have a knee injury, and I still never got it properly diagnosed, but I believe it's IT band syndrome. So I took literally 8 weeks off of running, and I've been going to physical therapy. So I'm gonna run with my KT tape on the knee. I don't know. Whatever preventative measures I can take, I'm going to take because I really don't want the injury to still be there. So yeah, that's the one thing that's making me really, really nervous, is I was really having problems with that knee. So we'll see. Check in with you next time. Today's Wednesday, December 13th, and we're running 2 miles. He doesn't want to run. I'm kind of looking forward to it though. I think it's gonna be nice. Only 2 miles. Yeah, many miles to go, so only 2 is a blessing. Pebbles is our support. And Ginge. We wrote all of our training dates. Our training plan. No cheating. It's cold. Today is Saturday, December 16th, 6:47 in the morning. We're going to run a Jingle Bell 5K, and it's a run for Toys for Tots. So I got Roblox toy for a kid. If we bring a toy, we get a Santa hat to run with, so. I really want to run a 5K under 30 minutes because we've been running 2 miles around a little bit over a 10-minute pace, so I don't think the 5K under 30 minutes is gonna happen today, but maybe someday. I want to be close to 30 minutes. Because the last time we ran a 5K was before a half marathon and we did it in 45 minutes. So I'm hoping today we can do it in 35 minutes or less. I think that's a realistic goal. But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't even ran 3 miles since I got injured, so. Ooh. All right, it's Tuesday, December 19th. And I didn't update you on the 5K, but it was really good. We ended with a 31, I think we ended at 31 minutes. So that's a lot closer to 30 than I thought we were gonna get. And getting below 30 sometimes seems a lot more attainable. But that was still hard. We just ran 2 miles this morning and I did not want to go, like whatsoever. Mentally was not there, but we did it. And had an average pace of 10:27 per mile. So this upcoming Saturday is when we run 3, and then from there every Saturday after that we increase 1 mile. So this Saturday coming up is 3 miles and then 4 miles and then so on. Our weekly mileage is increasing, so that's good. I'm just proud that I went on the run this morning because I really did not want to go. So today is Thursday, December 21st, and we're supposed to run 2 miles and we don't want to, and it's raining outside, so we won't be running outside, so we're gonna be running on a treadmill, and I hate treadmill runs. How are you feeling about it?
Getting easier.
He says it's getting easier. It's feeling harder for me, so that's great.
My knees hurt a little bit last week, but
yeah, he's already having knee pain, so that's not good. We got a lot of training to go. So.
We should just run 2 miles for every day. Every time. Instead of go up.
Yeah. 5:52 p.m. and I'm gonna run. And then you're gonna run.
Yep.
On the treadmill.
Money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was counting up like last week. Tell me, where have you been?
This is gonna be our entertainment.
Don't act like I'm your man. I'm just a fan. You don't hold right.
Just finished that run, and I have to say that I probably only ran about a full mile of it. I was walking on and off the whole time. And I don't know if it's because that our treadmill is like slightly on an incline. It's literally the slightest incline I've ever seen. But I swear that I feel it in my calves. Like my calves are so tired. So I was running on and off for the full 2 miles, but I also just hate treadmill runs, and mentally they're hard for me to get through. So it just was a mental battle in combination with calves hurting. So, but we did it. It's done. Did take me 30 minutes, which is an average pace of 14:46 per mile, which is not like me. I literally could have like sped walked that, so that's embarrassing, but we did it, and that's what matters. All right, it's Thursday, January 4th, with an unfortunate update because Anthony has pneumonia. So he will not be running. But I'm running 4 miles today, 2 miles tomorrow, and 5 miles on Saturday. And by the end of January, we, or at least me, are supposed to be running 8 miles. So the training is getting serious now, and my cool glasses broke, so I have these now instead, which are Anthony's old baseball glasses. So yeah. Sicko. It is Friday, January 12th, 2024. We're going up in mileage for sure. I have a 6 mile run this weekend, which will be the farthest run I've done so far. And I have a 5K again with Savi tomorrow. Yeah, things are going good. Thankfully feeling healthy. I've been stretching and warming up before my runs, so that's definitely been helping, but now it's mentally challenging. I think more so than it is physically challenging sometimes, but I've also noticed that I'm dropping some weight. I have been eating less and better overall, and then running 4 days a week, you know? So it feels good to be lighter on my feet, not necessarily because I'm trying to like lose weight, but losing 5 pounds is noticeable when I'm running. Like on my knees, on my joints, it just feels different. So that's super rewarding. And I'm feeling really inspired with the new year, honestly. So yeah, I set up some goals up for 2024, and obviously one of them is to run the marathon, but I also want to rerun the half marathon that I did last year and try and like improve my time and see how I can do. But we're booking the hotel and making plans for the weekend of the marathon soon because it's only 4 months away. So it's super exciting. This is where I'm at on my fundraising goal. So feeling super grateful and excited. I just got back from my 5-mile run and it was really bad. I had to walk like 2 full miles of it because I ate dinner really early last night and not a lot of it. And then I woke up and I didn't eat anything this morning and I literally felt like my stomach was eating itself. I had no fuel for this run, so that was my mistake. Here are the stats of my run. So obviously you could see in like the 3rd and 4th miles when I walked. I thought I was done after the 3rd mile, to be honest, but I ran the last mile and an average pace overall of 14:10, which I'm not mad about, with considering the fact that I ran half of the I walked half the 2nd mile and walked 2 full miles pretty much. But I feel like this part of marathon training or like running in general isn't really talked about. Not being able to run your full run is okay. I know that I can run 5 miles. I know that this weekend I'm going to be running 8 miles, and I know that I can do it, but I don't need to push myself like super, super hard every single time, and especially because I'm recovering still from being sick, I just figured it would be better to just take it kind of easy. It's better than nothing, you know? And I just get really hard on myself sometimes with marathon training. So I need to remind myself of that as well.
I'm documenting. Isn't that cheating?
Yeah, this is my brekkie with my Cholula. Whoa, getting the camera work in there.
See?
The ponytail? She's a little ratchet, don't get too close. I just got home from running the 10 miles. And it kicked my butt, I can't lie. So I have like an hour and a half until I'm gonna go to this yoga class. And so I have a gym membership, and there's a yoga instructor that does yoga classes a few times a week at the gym, and each session is only $5. And I've been to only 2 of her sessions now, but she's like the sweetest thing in the whole world. She has like this really thick southern accent. She's like the cutest outfits, and her yoga sessions are just really calming. They're not super challenging, like not crazy poses, and they're so perfect for marathon training because I'm overworking my muscles like all the time, and it just focuses on hip opening, stretching, hamstrings, mind to muscle connection. So I've been really loving her. I went and saw her on Tuesday, and I went to one session like a month ago, and then I was so busy I couldn't make it back, and then I realized I had Tuesday night free, so I went. She's like, "Oh, Sierra, you're back! I'm so excited!" So she's just so sweet. I'm really excited to go. I just went on a 7-mile run, and it was probably my best run of all of my training. Like that felt so good. I did it fast and everything. But I just wanted to kind of document like how crazy it is. Like I've lost, I think 14, almost 15 pounds now. And it's not about the weight loss at this point for me. Like I just feel so thankful to have really learned how to enjoy running and to go to these little yoga classes. I've always wanted to go to a yoga class, and now I have one at the gym, and it's $5, and it's with the sweetest lady ever, and it's just super easy to incorporate in my life, and I just love the level of fitness that I have right now. I know that with marathon training, like it could be a little bit extreme. Like I'm gonna run 15 miles this weekend. Like, is that extreme? Yes. Do I think that I'm gonna continue to run 15 miles when marathon training is done? Probably not. I definitely know that I'm going to like continue training and running. I think running 5, 6, 7 miles is long, but yeah, it's just made me feel really good about myself. My heart rate, like I can control it a lot easier now when I'm running long distances too, so. And I've been feeling more inspired to like be more productive with my time as well. Like I have an hour and a half right now, and instead of sitting on my phone scrolling on social media, like I'm gonna do my laundry, I'm gonna get my work stuff situated. I have to go out of town for work tomorrow, so I gotta make sure I get my run in tomorrow morning. And I'm just feeling inspired and happy and grateful.
All right, it's Tuesday, April 23rd. It's race week. Long time no see. There's a lot that's happened. I think the last time that I actually recorded something was, I think, in February. I wasn't even running like crazy miles yet, so March was an insane month. I started my master's degree, and I actually just finished my first class yesterday. So for the whole entire month of March, I was working on, and I think in February too. No, I can't remember, but things got really busy and things got really hard because I'm working full-time, training full-time is what it feels like, and then also going to school full-time. So, a little March recap. I started out March 2nd with running my second ever half marathon. And because I was doing a half marathon for my training, I decided to sign up for the SoCal River half marathon just to like make it more fun, make it more exciting. I was getting to the point in training where it's like you just run for miles and miles and miles and it's like kind of boring. So I had a goal, and my first half marathon that I did in 2023 in October, I was injured, it was so hot, and I was not in shape. I did train for that, but I got 2 hours and 55 minutes on that one. And so all I wanted to do was beat that time. And my realistic goal with like probably walking, depending on how I was feeling that day, was 2 hours and 45 minutes. That was my realistic goal. But like my ooh, that'd be so cool if I did it goal was 2 hours and 30 minutes. And my ending time was 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 29 seconds. So I did it. So that was super, super cool. It was such a fun race. It was raining for like the second half of it. And it was really hard. Like I was so soaked. My feet were sloshing in my shoes. Like so gross, you know? But yeah, that was a really, really, really cool moment to shave off 25 minutes off of my half marathon time. And I get that's not that fast for people. For me, like that was huge. I was super, super excited and felt like, wow, like maybe I can do this. Like if I could shave off 25 minutes off a half marathon, like I can add on miles, you know? So that was really good. And then following that, the next weekend, I tried to run 15 miles, could not make it. I ran 10 miles in 4 hours. Meaning I walked like a whole bunch of it because I was on my lady time. I just really wasn't feeling it. My legs like would not go. I called my mom. I was sobbing. I was crying. I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this fundraiser. I don't know if I can actually make it. I don't know if I can actually run this marathon. Like I had my mental breakdown of the marathon training that weekend. The following weekend, I did 15 and it was hard, but I did it. The weekend after that, I did 17 and that was also really hard, but it was pretty good. So that was a good weekend. Then March 29th, I remember that because it was my girlfriend's birthday. I ran 19 miles, and that's the farthest I decided to run during my marathon training. And it took me, I can't remember the exact stats, I'll put them up here, but it took me about 4 hours to run the 19 miles, and I'm so thankful because Anthony rode his bike alongside me at like a painstakingly slow pace so that I wouldn't be alone. Because what I've learned so far is like I'll meet runners on these runs. I met a girl one time and she just chatted my ears off for like 3 miles, and then I met a guy, I think he was on my 17-mile run. Yeah, he was on my 17-miler. I met him at mile 8 and he ran with me to mile 13. Fastest 5 miles of my whole life. Amazing. Loved him. So I've learned that it's just super helpful to be with somebody, just be around people, and especially runners, like they just encourage you, you know? So I told Anthony, I was like, I don't want to be alone for 19 miles. That's 4 hours. Like I need somebody to chat to. So yeah, he went on that with me on his bike. And so that was really, really sweet. Obviously he's not running the marathon. We started this and he was like, maybe he'll run the marathon. Then he got pneumonia. That took him out for like a long time. And then he got a new job and it just wasn't going to work out. And honestly, I'm glad that I'm kind of doing this like on my own because it's just like, it's been a really rewarding and hard process. So yeah, I ran 19 miles. I was planning to run 21 miles the weekend after, but I got sick and I was sick for literally over 10 days. I had to go to urgent care on the 10th day. So I wasn't running for like over 10 days, and I'm getting close to the marathon, so I was like getting super nervous. And then my first run that I did back was literally 2 weeks ago, and I ran 4 miles. Since then, I've only ran a few miles here and there. I'm probably going on my last run before the marathon. Today, right now, I'm wanting to run 4 miles. But yeah, I think I'm hoping and praying is what I'm doing, that the 19 miles was sufficient, because 19 miles, like, I was slow, of course, but like, I felt mentally really good, like I could have kept going, and I kept my heart rate really low the whole time. So I could have kept going if I had to. Like, if I felt like that on a marathon day, I think I could do it, especially because it's also gonna be like, all these other runners are around me, I'm gonna have a pacer, it's gonna be like exciting, it's gonna be adrenaline, and it's like, if I'm hurting, like, oh whoa, it's race day, like just get there, you know? So I'm hoping and praying and putting love into the universe that I cross the finish line in 5 days. I'm so nervous, but the cutoff is 6 hours. If I can run 19 miles in 4 hours, then I think I could do it, but there's a lot of elevation gains, so I'm nervous. I feel like, if I'm being really honest with myself, I feel like I'm gonna cross the finish line, but I feel like I'm gonna be pushing it, and I feel like I'm gonna be injured. Speaking of which, the reason why I haven't ran very much in the past 2 weeks since I started running again is because I had IT band syndrome in my left knee for my half marathon in 2023. I'm pretty sure I have IT band syndrome in my right knee for this race. So I'm trying not to be on it too much because I just don't wanna make it flare up too much. I've been stretching, icing, elevating, compression, all the things, you know. But it's gonna hurt race day, and I already know that. I'm gonna take ibuprofen, KT tape, compression, all the things, and just push through it. And then I'll heal up properly afterwards. Oh, this has been such a crazy process. I'm so excited that it's finally here. I think just about a week ago, I had $1,700 raised out of $2,500. The minimum is $2,500. If I don't raise $2,500, I have to supply the difference of what I didn't raise. So after that $1,700, I had to raise, like $800 more. As of yesterday, I'm at $2,225. So $175 away. So I'm just so thankful that the fundraising kind of fell into place, and I'm just really thankful to feel so supported throughout this whole process. And this has just been one of the coolest like things ever. And also, like, fitness is like top of mind for me all the time now. I'm 2 pounds away from losing 20 pounds. I'm still a little chunky. It's gonna take some more effort to get me away from being like chunky level, you know, but I was the heaviest weight that I've ever been at right before I started training for this marathon. And man, it has been so hard to get the weight off, and it just feels really good to be lighter and to just be taking care of myself and to run. I'm super excited about running, you know, so I know I'm gonna run more half marathons this year, and I want to try and train for speed when I do train for those. But I'm going to continue running in general. I want to get bigger into yoga and weightlifting after the marathon. But my fitness journey, everybody has a fitness journey, but my fitness journey has been so up and down. So I'm really thankful to be where I'm at with it today. And 5 days away from race day. Insane. That's like, this is like 5 or 6 months in the making. This has taken up more than the first quarter of 2024 for me. And I'm a little disappointed that I wasn't better at like documenting the whole process, because it's just something that's really cool to look back on, you know? I've gone through so many emotions, so many hardships, so many celebrations throughout this process, and this is like a huge thing to dedicate your time to. It takes a lot of discipline to like decide, okay, I'm gonna train for a marathon, and you're not ready for one whatsoever. You gotta run 4 times a week, and you gotta increase your mileage, and you gotta worry about being injured, and you're doing school, and you're working, and blah, blah, blah. And the people that do it, that have kids, and like all these additional things, I just have so much admiration for them, and it's been challenging for me in its own way, and I'll be thankful to have this video to look back on, but I wish that I had remembered to pick up the camera a little bit more, you know? But who knows, maybe I'll do another marathon. I'm gonna be even better at vlogging it. But I'm definitely gonna vlog like the race day weekend. But my mindset from the beginning was like, oh, like I have to run, like, oh my God. To now is like, I get to run. I'm so excited to run. I'm gonna feel so good after I run. And I still have bad runs, of course, but I'm thankful to be able to do it. So, feeling good. We're in good spirits. We're excited.